Question exercise 182, page 460, question 8. Part A, 3/4 sec squared 3x. This sec squared function is something that may well come in later on with the mathematics. Sec is just the inverse function of the cosine. It's just a term that we use to mean the inverse of cosine, because we can't use cos to the -1 because that means the angle whose cosine is. And in a similar fashion as we'll see in part B, cosec theta just means the inverse of sine theta. So they are just related to the cosine and sine functions that you're already familiar with. And sometimes in integrations and problems involving trigonometry we come across these functions. So let's practice integrating them. So as before, we just take the 3/4 outside the integral of sec squared 3x, and then we look at our table of standard integrals, and we notice, this is on page 458, we notice that the fourth one down, integral of sec squared ax is 1/a tan ax. So that means that we replace sec squared with tan 3x, and that's divided by 3, well, over 3, plus c. And then we can see that the 3's cancel. So actually the solution turns out to be 1/4 of tan 3x plus c. Part B, again, the 2 can come outside the integral of cosec squared 4 theta d theta. And again, looking at our table of standard integrals on page 458, we see that the fifth one down, the integral of cosec squared, is minus 1/a cot ax. So this becomes 2 times minus cot theta over 4 plus c. So we can bring the minus outside, and 2 divided by 4 gives us 1/2. So this is minus 1/2 cot, theta plus c. And as with the other inverse trigs, the inverse of cot is tangent. So cot theta is the same as the inverse of tan theta. Incidentally, cot is short for cotangent. And on the previous page, sec is shorthand for secant, and cosec is shorthand for cosecant.